So here we are again. This is the LRTV Fitness log, and on the last little update I did, I told you about myself doing a keto diet, ketogenic diet, or ketosis diet. Well, it's been working fine up to a point. I think it was about 3 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks I was in ketosis, and it was good for a little while, and then I got tired. And I also got stomach pains, and my body got to the point of telling me that stop, just stop. That wasn't stop doing ketosis, that was just stop overloading my body with fat, because I admit I must have overdone it a little bit, putting a little bit too much fat in to try and stave off the hunger when it was necessary. Now, years ago, I went to the doctors with stomach pains or a pain in a certain area after I ate a pork chop, and they did an endoscopy. They didn't tell me there was anything wrong. It went after a while. Now, because I have this pain again because of digesting too much fat that can't be broken down, this is from seeds and what have you, I did a little bit of self-diagnosis. And as you know, self-diagnosis for your body is not the same as maybe using this, which is an EOBD meter for your car. I've had to do a lot of education, but now I've come to understand it's actually a gallbladder problem. I've probably got stones in there, so this is quite an eye-opener, and it's also made me look at the way that I'm eating and what I'm eating. I've just had a meal after fasting, and this is the other thing, because I did stop yesterday. I pulled the park brake on. It's not like you can switch your engine off and just park your body up and go and do something else, but you can actually just give your digestive system, leave it so it's not even idling. You're just drinking water or whatever, and that's what I was doing until about 10 o'clock today. I've just had a meal. I feel much better. One of the problems I've got with my weakness is electrolyte levels, and anybody who's on ketosis will probably know that you've got to keep electrolytes in your body, potassium and sodium, and I'm pretty sure I depleted those. So last night I'm smashing out on the computer finding out what vegetables are good for potassium intake. One of those is butternut squash with a very, very high potassium content in it, which is good because that's what I'm doing. I've loaded up again. I feel a lot better. In fact, intermittent fasting is pretty good. Yeah, like I said, this keto diet can be a little bit dangerous. You can do all sorts, set your body right out of balance. But at least we have friends on the internet. There is support, and that's quite good. Now, this isn't 1,000 miles away from maintaining your body. Isn't 1,000 miles away from maintaining a vehicle, for instance, and this is what I'm going to do in the video that's coming up next. Yeah, what I want to say is I'm quite amazed at how many people are on keto diets that have put comments in the video last week, and at least I know that I'm not alone. Yeah. The other thing is I've lost a fair bit of weight. Some of it's water retention, obviously, because all diets gets rid of water when you lose carbohydrates out of your system. But I don't know. I'll show you here. I don't see the old wrinklies. You see that? See that on my skin? Okay, that's where the fat's gone. Yeah, and the skin hasn't actually stretched back into place yet. Yeah, so I mean, obviously it's a bit of a worrying sign. Also the same on my belly, believe it or not. There's actually more skin, and the fat's actually more lumpy than it is bulgy, so that's actually quite good. One thing I am very, very much keen on is making sure I'm running on the right fuels for exercising, and I will have to show you what I'm doing. I'll take the camera out. I'm not allowed to take it to the gym, but I'll show you what else I'm doing over the next few months, if you guys are interested. Now, I've also noticed that there's a few guys that have mentioned, especially Hans, I've noticed that he's now started to knock off his sugars, and he's doing more of a diet to get his belly down, because he did have a little bit of a belly. Yeah, I mean, it is important for you guys to look after your health, because well, unless of course you leave your Land Rover and tools in your wills, signed to me, and then you do what you want, but otherwise, I mean, health is really, really important. Especially a guy of my age. I'm 50, 51 already now. I know I can't produce miracles overnight, but I can still work at it. It's not so much living longer, yeah, okay, but it's actually being able to do stuff on a daily basis without feeling tired and out of breath and getting fatigued. Because one thing with sugar diabetes, it does actually leave you fatigued. You're always worrying about your energy, whether you're going to go hypoglycemic, or if you eat too much, you're then going to get high blood sugars and make you feel tired. For these guys that are watching this that don't really know what a keto diet is, you can look it up on the internet. But basically it's cutting out sugars, cutting out carbohydrates up to the point you're only having like maybe 40 grams of carbohydrate in your diet, and then you're having more protein and a lot of fat to get your body to run on fat. Sugars, the effect of sugars on your whole body is quite considerable. If you talk to some people who've got diabetes and they're not doing a diet, they just will suffer more. They'll be taking more medicines, and it just gets chronically worse. And unfortunately, that I don't think enough of the medical profession understand what to do. I probably, like some of you, don't trust mechanics to look after your vehicles, and I've got to the point where I don't trust many doctors. So I'm now looking for a doctor who's sympathetic, who understands about dietary needs and how it affects your health, because I'm not going on that point where I have an operation for a gallbladder when I could possibly ease the symptoms and then maybe get rid of the stones out of my gallbladder. And to be honest with you, 10 years it's taken me to find out the position of my gallbladder and what I can start doing about it. So I mean, that's positive, yeah. You know, it's like having a vehicle that's got a whiny differential. If you don't do something about it, then it's going to go bang, and it's going to stop you in your tracks, you know. So yeah, it's just one of them things. Anyway guys, it's just a quick one to keep an update, and I'll see you soon.